Thank you so much for flowing with me today. My name is Gabby DeLorenze, owner and founder of Soul to Soul Wellness. Today we'll be doing a 30 minutes, a little bit intense, but definitely enough time to kind of cool down, open your hips, and find a good, meaningful stretch at the end. So to start, come to your hands and knees, please. We're going to get right into some movement. So from your hands and knees, bring your middle finger towards the outside corners of your mat. It's a little safer for your shoulder, a little external rotation. Curl your toes under, and on the inhale, I want you to bring your chin to your chest and round your spine for cat. And on your exhale, find your cow pose, reach your chin away, sink your belly. Inhale. Exhale, switch, chin away. Maybe a little different than you're used to doing it. Inhale. Exhale, belly sinks. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale, look up. One more in. Exhale. Inhale, come out to a neutral spine. Press the floor away, keep your toes curled under, and then just flirt your knees off the floor about 2 inches. Find your core here. So you're continuously pressing the floor away through your shoulder blades. Your knees are flirting off the floor. Feel this in your core. Keep pulling your belly up and in. Notice if your knees want to be knock-kneed. Keep pulling them away just a little bit. Feel that in your glutes. Take one more inhale here. On your exhale, drop to your knees. Keep your toes curled under. Press back, active child's pose. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, really push. Feel the bottoms of your feet, your plantar fascia getting stretched. On your inhale, walk yourself back up. Come all the way down to lie on your belly. Point your toes. Bring your hands out to a Y. Thumbs are up. On your inhale, upper body comes up. On your exhale, upper body down. On your inhale, lower body up. On your exhale, lower body down. Inhale, everything comes up together. On your exhale, cactus squeeze. See if you can lift up even higher. Inhale, back long. Exhale, down. Inhale, upper body lifts. Everything up and off the floor. All your ribs up. Exhale, down. Inhale, bring your big toes together. Lift your thighs up off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, everything up together. Exhale, cactus squeeze. Lift up higher. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, down. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Keep your shoulders pointing down as you squeeze your elbows towards the middle, cobra pose. Press into your hands. Keep trying to press your shoulders forward, a little bit more Bikram style. You should feel the compression in your low back. Take an inhale and look up. On your exhale, roll yourself down. Walk your hands out long, Sphinx pose. Straighten your arms, really press in. Feel the back bend there. And on your exhale, roll down. Plant your hands under your shoulders, curl your toes. Leading with your hips, press up high plank. Send your hips back to our first downward dog. You can pedal your feet out, just start to feel the movement. And again, make sure your middle fingers are facing the outside corners of your mat. This is a little safer in your shoulders. Little bend in your knees probably feels good. Rock your chest towards your thighs and then start to straighten out through your legs. On your inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale, drive your heels to the floor. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Pretending you're on a tightrope, come up onto your tippy toes, and 1 foot at a time, cross over to the middle, keeping your chest glued toward your thighs as you get closer to your hands. When you can't tiptoe anymore, find ragdoll top of your mat. Relax your head, sway side to side. On your exhale, release your hands, nice and slowly roll tall. Inhale, arms come up overhead, really reach. Make sure you're not dumping into your low back, front ribs staying knit here. Take a breath and look up. On your exhale, hands come through, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, step back, high plank. Check in with your hands right away. Where are your fingers? Pressing the floor away, little protraction in your shoulders. Start to reach, 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 reach forward. Stay here, big inhale. Exhale. One more breath in, belly in. Exhale, lower down. Arms come out like a Y. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, upper body lifts. Exhale, upper body down. Inhale, lower body. Get all your thighs up and off the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, everything up together. Cactus squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, upper body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lower body, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up together. Exhale, squeeze. Reach forward and lower down. Cobra pose. Hands plant under your shoulders. Fingertips in line with your shoulders. Press in through your hands. Shoulders point down. Elbows squeeze in. Keep trying to press yourself up. Look up. Stay for an inhale. Stay for another exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands out. Inhale for a back bend here. Exhale, lower down. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Curl your toes. Lead with your hips as you press up high plank. Hips go back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, drive your heels to the floor. Inhale, the right foot steps. The left foot follows, walking on your tightrope. Pulling your belly up and in, feeling your chest glued to your thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tiptoe, tiptoe, fold at the top. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Plant your hands, high plank. Stay here, take a breath in, press the floor away. On your exhale, find your chaturanga. Halfway down. Uncurl your toes, heart pulls through, thighs off the mat. Exhale, hips go back, downward facing dog. One more time like that. Inhale on your toes. Left foot leads, first step. Right foot in front. Keep walking, keep tiptoeing, keep trying to squeeze. Curl your belly up and in, fold at the top. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Plant your hands, high plank. Rock forward first. Feel that, press the floor away. Lower halfway down. Heart pulls through, upward facing. Hips go back, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right foot comes high. Hug your knee into your nose, side to chest, step it through. Find your runner's lunge. Again, press the floor away. A ton of protraction today. Press the floor, round your spine. And then reach your right arm long. Reach your left arm long, pull, 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 and slowly find your way up, crescent lunge. Take a few breaths here. Notice, is your right hip popping out? Can you tuck it back under? Can your pinky finger spin a little bit more towards the midline as you look up? On your exhale, start to reach back forward. Get solid in your right leg. Maybe your pinky fingers tap the floor. Then pull yourself up with your core. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And open up, warrior two. A few breaths here. Where can you expand and where can you stay? In some of the longer postures, it gets harder to stay. In some of the harder things in life, it also gets harder to stay. So just notice what comes up for you here. Where can you let go and where can you just focus on your gaze? Where can you just still your mind? Can you reach your arms longer apart? Can you pull your right hip a little bit more out? From your waist, start to hinge forward. You might feel this a little bit more in your right hip. Pull yourself back. Reach forward. Pull back. One more. Reach forward. Get ready to move. Flip and reverse. And then reaching your right arm back forward. Start to reach, reach, reach inside the right leg. Maybe you come onto fingertips. Maybe your elbow is on your thigh. It doesn't matter. Find your extended side angle. Take your top arm, let your palm face the floor. Really reach up and over. Feel this huge stretch in your side body as you rotate through your ribs up to the sky. Big breath in here. On your exhale, keep reaching, reaching forward as you come onto the pinky toes of your back foot. Left hand plants, right arm spins up. Take a breath in and reach. On your exhale, let your toes face away. So they're gonna face towards the right side. Even on the back foot, you're on your pinky toe. If that feels okay, you can come try to ground down through the base of your big toe on the left side, and then really reach up, lift up through your hips. You might feel this really big stretch in the outside of your right hip. Lift up, inhale. On your exhale, everything comes back to neutral. Find your runner's lunge. Press the floor away again. Ground down through your hands. Lift your right heel into your bum. Squeeze that in. Send it back to a three-pointed plank. You can stay here or find your high plank. Reach forward first. And chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot high. Hug your knee into your nose. Step it through, runner's lunge. Press away. Left hand reaches. Right arm follows. Reaching forward, pull yourself up. Notice if you're dumping in your low back here. Again, the left hip, pull it back, press the right hip forward as you tuck the left hip under. Breath in as you look up. Reach up, look. Big breath in. Exhale, open warrior two. Again, where can you soften? Where can you stay? Big breath in, expand. Exhale, start to hinge at your waist, reach forward. Notice the opening in the left hip here as you hinge. Pull back, reach forward, and back. Just adding this little spinal dance. Let it feel good. Reach forward, flip your front palm, pull back. And as you reach back forward, you're gonna bring your hand either inside your left foot or your elbow on top of your knee. And from here, your right arm faces the floor, start to pull forward, rotate towards your ribs, and try and get your chin in line with your right shoulder. As you continue to reach up even through your neck, you're twisting even through your cervical spine. Take a big breath in. Even bigger twist. One more inhale, reach more forward. On your exhale, come back down. Runner's lunge. Ground down through your hands, curl your left heel into your bum. Send it back, three-pointed plank, reach forward, lower halfway down. Heart pulls through, and your hips go back. Inhale your right foot high. Bend your knee, open your hip. Really press down through your right hand, your left hand square through your shoulders. Inhale your right foot back long. Hug your right knee to your right tricep, lift it up and in, and send it back. Right leg steps through, crescent lunge. Inhale, reach forward first. Pull yourself up. One big breath in. Exhale, open warrior two. Just a little hinge at the waist, pull it back. One more, hinge at the waist, peaceful warrior. Reach forward, extended side. Big reach up, inhale. Exhale, rotate through your ribs. Stay for one more big breath in. On your exhale, reach your front palm forward as you bring it all the way down. Both hands are inside your right foot. Pause here for a moment, drop down to your back knee, feel the hip opening. You can come onto the pinky side of your foot. We will just be here for one more breath. And then ground down, back through your big toe rather. Prop up through the left knee, left hand plants, right arm spins. Big breath in, lift up through your hips. On your exhale, come back, runner's lunge. Hug your heel into your bum. Send it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale the left foot high, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Hug your knee into your nose. Step it through for crescent. You're gonna reach forward first. Pull yourself up, big breath in. Exhale to soften somewhere new. Another breath to fill up. On your exhale, open warrior two. On your exhale, hinge, and inhale, pull it back. Exhale, hinge, pull it back. One more reach. Peaceful warrior, pull back. Reach it forward, extended side. Right arm lifts up to the sky. Really start to rotate. Rotate even through your neck. Reach your front palm forward. Start to peel down. Both hands come inside your left foot. Drop down to your right knee. Start to open up through your left hip. Again, we're just here for a few breaths, so find what you can here. You can walk your hands out long. That might feel good. Wherever you are, walk your hands back. Right hand plants, pop up through the right knee. Ground down through the left big toe. Bring your left arm up to the sky. Lift your hips even more. Yeah, and on this side, let's let the toes face towards the left side. Come down onto your left pinky toe. Ground down through the right big toe. And lift your hips up even higher. Feel this opening in the outside of your left hip. Take a breath in as you reach up. As you exhale, start to reach forward. Cartwheel your hands back down, runner's lunge. Ground down through your hands. Curl your left heel into your bum. Send it back, three-pointed plank. Lower halfway down. Good, heart pulls through. And your hips go back. Big breath in. Open mouth sigh. Inhale the right foot high. Step it through, crescent lunge. A little faster here. Reach forward, inhale. Exhale, open warrior two. Hinge just one time, flip and reverse. Exhale, extended side angle, big breath in. Exhale, both hands come down. If you want a little balance, you can find your little arm balance here. And if not, walk your foot a little bit more forward. Come down to your back knee, and then send it back for a hamstring stretch. On your inhale, point your toes. On your exhale, pull your toes into your shin. Inhale, point. Exhale, pull. One more point. One more pull. Pull your heel back just a little. Rock some more weight into the right foot. Curl the left knee off the ground. The left hand plants, right arm spins up to the sky. And however you want to make your way there, come down onto the pinky toe of the back leg and slowly bring your right knee and foot to stack. Side plank. Lift your hips up high. Stay here. Big breath in. Exhale, come back down. High plank. Hips go back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale the left foot high. Hug your knee into your nose. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, open warrior two. One time hinge, flip and reverse, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Take a big breath in here. Exhale to rotate. One more to fill up. Exhale, come bring both hands down, drop down to your back knee. Again, you can walk your left toes forward first and then sit your hips back, hamstring stretch. Again, you're more than welcome to take the arm balance. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, point. Exhale, pull. One more point. One more pull. Slide your left heel back just a hair. Rock your weight back into the left foot. Lift up through your right knee. Right hand plants. Left arm spins. Get solid in your right hand. Really press away. Come on to the pinky side of your right foot. Maybe you can ground down through your right big toe. And nice and slowly bring your left foot to stack on the right. Lift your hips up, side plank. Take a breath in. And stay. Two more breaths. One more fill up. Exhale, hands come back down, high plank. Hips shift back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Jump to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, big toes together, chair pose. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, notice if you're dumping in your low back. Pull your belly in. The low belly is the help here. Inhale, bring your hands. Exhale, sit lower. One more breath in. Exhale, cactus squeeze. Bring your hands into your heart and bring your left elbow outside the right for your twist. Your gaze goes up to the sky. Try and get your chin in line with your shoulder as you pull your heart open even more. Notice if your hips have come out of alignment. Notice, check in with your knees. If they're not in line, it's okay. Notice if it feels okay in your pelvis. If it doesn't, you can pull your left hip back just a little bit. But if it feels okay, just stay there. When you're ready, bring your gaze down to your right big toe. Hug your left heel into your bum. Play with the balance here. Start to send your left hip back and come onto your toes, twisted crescent lunge. If this does not feel okay or your balance is not really great right now, you can take your hand down to the mat, either in front or behind your right foot. Bring your hands apart. Good, lift up. Exhale, stay. One more breath in, ground down through your left hand. Slowly come back up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open warrior two. Reach, flip, and reverse. Exhale, come all the way back down, runner's lunge. Flip onto the left toes. And then find your chaturanga. Feet come together or a three-pointed plank. Heart pulls through. And your hips go back. Inhale the left foot high. Exhale, step it through. Take a breath in. And stay. Inhale, standing splits, right foot lifts. Big breath in. Exhale, drop your nose just a little bit deeper. Lift up through the right leg. And then ground down through your left foot. Hug your knees into meet. And slowly work your way up for a single leg Tadasana. Let it be messy, but let it feel good. Keep your right leg long if that feels safe. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. Trying to keep your hips level, send it back, airplane. So if your right hip wants to open, keep trying to square it down to the ground. Your pinky toe on the right leg is grounding down. Take a breath in here. Slowly begin to bend into the left knee, flirt down onto the right toes, back to our crescent lunge. Breath in. Exhale, hands come down, runner's lunge. Plant through your hands, curl the left heel into your bum. Send it back, chaturanga. Inhale, find your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose brings you up. Exhale, settle in right away. Big breath in. Exhale, cactus squeeze. Hands come into your heart and twist to the left. Bring your gaze up to the sky. Exhale as you rotate up. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your gaze down to your left toes. Hug your right heel into your bum. Squeeze. Send it back slow. Start to come down, crescent lunge, crescent twist. Ground down through your hands, open your hands. Again, you can bring it inside or outside of your left foot. Breath in here. Exhale to twist. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Ground down through your pinky toe on the right leg. You can have the option of grabbing your big toe on the left side with your peace sign fingers. And if you want the bind, you can come into your side plank with the left foot lifted. If you don't want the bind, you can just stack your feet. Take a breath in as you reach your hips up. As you exhale, stay. One more breath in. Exhale, come down, high plank. Hips go back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right foot high. Big breath in. Step it through, runner's lunge. Ground down through your right foot, lift your left foot up, standing splits. As you start to drop your nose a little bit closer to your knee, notice if you can flirt your right hand towards the back calf, and then slowly bring your knees together. Leave your left foot elevated as you find your way up for a single leg Tadasana. Left knee hugs in. Hands up overhead, kick your left leg long if that feels safe. Hands come back towards your heart, kick your left foot back, airplane. Left hip drops, left pinky toe to the ground. Start to bend into the right knee, your left toes flirt, inhale, arms up. Exhale, stay. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come down, runner's lunge. Hug your heel into your bum. Send it back, three-pointed, chaturanga. Heart pulls through, and send your hips back. Take an inhale on your toes. Exhale, drive your heels, open mouth, sigh. One more like that, inhale up. Exhale, sigh as you drop your heels. Inhale, right foot high. Step it outside your right hand. Drop down to your back knee and find your hip opening here. It could be a little bit deeper than you've come yet. So notice the opening, notice the new space that's come up for you, and see where you can fill up that maybe somewhere new. What else can you find in this posture? Maybe you feel the hip flexor on the left side. Maybe you just feel the hip opening on the right side. If you want more of a quad stretch on the left leg, you come up onto your hands. Your right hand will come behind you, curl into your your left leg, and then reach back, hug your heel into your bum. You can add a little twist there too if that feels good. Slowly release your left leg if you have it, plant through your hands. And we're just gonna send the right foot back, three-pointed dog, as you inhale the left foot high, and step it outside your left hand, dragon lunge. I welcome you down onto your right knee, and then you can come onto your forearms and feel the hip opening, feel the right hip flexor, whatever you need here. And if you want the quad stretch on this side, come up onto your hands. Your left hand will come around, your thumb is up to the sky, and hug into your right leg. And just keep trying to hug your heel into your bum. If you can reach your ankle, you can keep your foot flexed. That might intensify the stretch, especially for my bendy athletes. And slowly release. Come all the way back over. Plant through your hands, curl your right toes, hips back, downward facing. Shift forward, high plank. Drop down to your knees. Keep your toes curled, camel pose, hips come up. Pressing through your hips, send your heart up to the sky. You can let your head fall back. And if you want the bind, you can bring your hands towards your ankles, towards your shins, towards your calves, And just start to open up through your heart, pressing your hips forward, lifting your heart up to the sky. Really trying to relax and find something new, let something new in, whatever you need. Slowly start to come up. Let your chin come to level last. Sit back, toes pose, your toes are curled under. Hands resting on your thighs. Reconnect to your heart, what has opened up for you, what has changed, what has shifted. Come onto your hands and come to sit. We're going to come to 90-90 hips today in lieu of our half pigeon. I want you to bring your front shin parallel to your mat, and your right knee will come straight out of your hip. The left shin is going to come parallel to the outside, the left side of your mat. Both toes are flexed, and your left knee is coming right outside your left hip. From here, really start to square up towards the middle and start to walk yourself forward. If you need to make this stretch a little bit more intense, you can walk your heel just away a little bit. You can also walk your right knee a little bit more towards the midline of your body. That might feel good. And if you need a little bit more here, you can just walk your hands long and start to surrender all the way down. Your chest rests gently on your leg, and your arms just reach out long. From here, walk yourself up and take your hands behind your back. Start to shift back. This stretch where we shift back is really for the left hip. So notice if the left glute is overfiring for you. See if where you can soften. I feel this stretch really deep in my left hip, almost in my left groin, but it feels great. Good. Slowly make your way back to center. The best way to transition, all you're going to do, keep your legs right where they are, come onto your feet, and then just shift the opposite way. So your left shin is parallel to the front, and your right shin is parallel on the left side of your mat, which is now the right. Keep your toes flexed up, square your chest over your front leg, and start to walk yourself forward. And from here, find the space. This might feel totally different on this side than the other side. Just honor your body, honor your practice where you're at. Whatever you need. If you can come down, come down. Again, keeping both toes nice and activated. And walk yourself up and start to shift your weight back. Again, this stretch is really intense for the right side. So notice if the right glute wants to overfire, can you soften? Can you just feel the stretch in the right groin and the right inner thigh? Come back to center. Bring both feet out long in front of you. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, bring your toes to your face as you reach up. And as you exhale, interlace your fingers and start to fold forward. If you can't make the bind, just keep your fingers laced as you draw your knuckles towards your heels. So if you're short, just try and draw your knuckles towards your toes as you reach forward and feel a stretch in your hamstrings. But if you can bind, I want you to take your bind right at the base of your toes as you pull your toes forward. So this is an active stretch. Use your biceps, really pull yourself down as you reach your nose towards your big toes. Maybe you make it today, maybe you don't. That is the least of our problems today. And then slowly unwind, come to lie on your back with your feet up to the sky, waterfall. Again, keep your toes pulled to your face. Activate through all your toes. Try and spread them as much as you can. I welcome you to stay on waterfall. If you'd like shoulder stand, you can go there too. So all you're gonna do for shoulder stand is pop your hips up and walk your shoulders underneath you. Your hands are resting on your sacrum. Ground down through the base of your head. Lift your chin off your chest as you reach your feet. So if you notice your feet coming overhead, I want you to try and reach them up to the sky so they're coming straight out of your hips. As you straighten up through your body, feel your ribs compress together. Feel your glutes get nice and tight. I just want you to keep trying to reach up. Contract every muscle in your leg. And if it feels okay and you want to go a little deeper, bring your toes overhead for a plow. If you can touch the floor behind you, curl your toes under and drive your heels back behind you. This feels really great in your hamstrings. Really extend the back of your knees up to the sky and stay here. Coming back the way we came in, reach your feet up, back to our shoulder stand, and one vertebrae at a time, come to lie on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And just give yourself a nice, gentle squeeze. Bring your hands out to a T. Stack your knees on top of your hips and let your knees fall to the right. Notice if both shoulders can stay on the mat. So bring your gaze to the left. Feel the stretch. Notice if your knees have also come out of alignment. Can you keep them stacked? Does that feel different in your sacrum and your low back? And slowly bring your knees back through center. As you drop your knees to the left, your gaze will shift to the right. Again, are both shoulders on the mat? If they're not, maybe you pick your knees up just a little bit. Maybe you bring your knees onto a block. Or maybe it feels okay today and you want your knees on the floor and you lift the shoulder off the mat. Keep trying to draw that shoulder, it's probably the right shoulder. Keep trying to draw it back down towards the mat. Just finding the distraction, finding the new space. Bring your knees back up and through center. Interlace your hands over your knees. Maybe you can reach for opposite elbows. Take a breath in as you bring your nose to your knees. And as you exhale, really press your knees, your thighs into your chest. Press the air out of your lungs. And fill up one more time. Feel your thighs come away from your chest. And as you exhale, really press the air out of your lungs. And on your inhale, slowly begin to unwind. However feels comfortable, however you want to get there. Bring your palms restfully on your mat. Your palms face the sky. Your feet fall east and west. Feeling your belly rise and your belly fall. Notice what comes up for you here in our final rest. If your mind is wandering, I invite you to count your breath. Seconds in and the seconds out. With the exhale always being for one extra second. Shavasana. I invite you to stay as long as you'd like and as long as you need. Whenever you're ready, you'll find your way up to your seat. A moment of silence, a moment of gratitude. The light, the love, the teacher in me sees, honors, loves, and respects the light, the love, and the teacher in you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Have a blessed day. From our hearts to our third eye. Together we bow. Namaste.